Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Go and fit yourself, yeah? This is going to be a video of a beginner's sort of guide for push day. Push day pretty much is most exercises where you're pushing away from your body. So it's going to be working your chest, your triceps. I personally also like to hit my front and side delts as well. Rear delts I usually usually work out on back day. But if you are a bit of a beginner and you need a bit of help on certain exercises that you might want to do, check out the video. Instagram, Daniel.goandfityourself. Facebook, go and fit yourself with a full stop at the end. If you like what you see, like, subscribe, hit the bell, blah, 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 blah. Enjoy the video. So we're starting off with incline dumbbell chest press. I usually do around 5 sets. We'll get into failure around that 12 mark. Maybe keep one in the tank just for safety purposes if you're new to this exercise. Really good for hitting your upper chest and your front delts, the fronts of your shoulders. Nice deep breaths, obviously, if you're coming down, breathing out as you're going up. Brilliant exercise for your stabilizer muscles as well. That's why I'm using dumbbells at the moment. Okay, now on to flat bench dumbbell chest press. 4 sets of 12, keeping maybe one in the tank for safety purposes. You don't want to mess up those shoulders too much. Again, really good exercise for your stabilizer muscles. Here you can also see I incorporate a drop set. A drop set is where you go to absolute failure, then you lower the weight and then carry on to get as much blood into that muscle as possible, tear those muscle fibers up, and that will help with muscle growth. Cable chest flyers. Now, depending on where the cable starts, you can see here there is high above me and I'm pulling downwards. That's going to be hitting the lower part of your chest. If you wanted to hit the upper part, it'd be the opposite way around, where you're coming up with your arms and the cables are starting lower to the ground. 4 sets of 10 to 12s. Again, really trying to pump out as much as you can here. Get to absolute failure. Cables are pretty safe, you know, as long as your form is correct. Good finisher for that lower portion of your chest there. Seated machine flyers or chest flyers. As you can see here, and I wanted to incorporate this, as your body fat levels start to drop, you will notice that you might see slight imperfections on one side of your body to the other, different muscle groups. Here I've got 3 sets of 12 to absolute failure, just trying to even out that left pec because it is a little bit smaller or less defined than my right. Good to really even out those muscle imperfections. Seated lateral raises. Hits the mid part of your shoulders, a little bit of the front as well. 5 sets of 10 to 12s here. It's good to be seated because it stops you from really swinging and trying to cheat that movement. Really good exercise to build those shoulders, make them nice and round and makes you look that little bit extra wider. Again, always breathing in when you're coming down, breathing out when you're going up. Machine shoulder press. Again, 5 sets from 10 to 12. Get into failure as close as you can on each one, maybe leaving one in the tank. My shoulder was feeling a bit dodgy. My left shoulder was feeling a bit off on this day, so I decided to go into machines. Machines are good. They keep your form in check. A lot less risk to injury with these. And last exercise, cable rope pull downs. 5 sets of 10 to 12. Absolute failure. You want to make sure that torso stays in one place. You want to make sure the top half of your arm is fixed, as you can see here, and I'm struggling with the weight, so I actually drop it as I go. But you want to make sure the top part of your arm is nice and stable, and you're really trying to bring your forearms as far back as possible. I'm going back to bed.